Is it time to buy or sell Nvidia stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Nvidia. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 30th of June 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked Nvidia as a hold or accumulate, giving it a score of 0. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this time. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 16.6% since we first recommended purchasing Nvidia 24 days ago. This translates to an average return of 0.69% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system anticipates high volatility and risk for the following trading day. Given the latest developments, we cannot determine the stock's next direction, as it could move either way. The stock is positioned in the midst of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating that further increases within this trend are anticipated. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 53.55% over the next 3 months, with expected returns ranging between 37.63% and 60.90%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 4.63%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 36.50% and positive 1.10% over the upcoming year. In current terms, this would translate to a future price ranging from $100.32 to $159.72. Our latest daily update for Nvidia includes the headline: Nvidia stock price ended at $157.99 on Monday, after gaining approximately 152 thousandths of a percent. The Nvidia stock price increased by approximately 152 thousandths of a percent on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 30th of June, 2025. It rose from $157.75 to $157.99. This marks the 6th consecutive day of gains. It is quite rare for a stock to achieve such a streak, and a pullback for a day or two is to be anticipated. On the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 1.7%, with a low of $155.96 and a high of $158.62. The price has increased in 8 of the last 10 days, showing an overall rise of 11.28% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 53 million shares, with a total of 194 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $30.64 billion. It is important to consider that a decline in volume alongside rising prices can indicate a divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $158.71, while the lowest price was $86.62. Currently, the price sits 0.45% or 72 cents below the 52-week high and 29.15% or $64.99 below the all-time high reached on the 15th of January, 2018, when the price peaked at $222.98. Nvidia is in the spotlight as it approaches a significant milestone, potentially becoming the first company to reach a $4 trillion market valuation. This follows a remarkable increase in data center revenue, which soared to $115 billion for fiscal year 25, with a 5-year compound annual growth rate of 108%. Notably, Nvidia's surge in industrial artificial intelligence sets it apart, as the company establishes itself as a crucial player in the digital infrastructure sector, particularly with the rise of sovereign AI factories. However, the competitive landscape is intensifying. Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, is gaining traction, with analysts indicating that it is carving out a niche in the market, which could challenge Nvidia's premium offerings, especially among smaller consumers. On the insider front, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang recently executed a substantial stock sale of nearly $40 million, and insiders have sold over $1 billion worth of shares in the last year as stock prices continue their historic climb. While insider sales can raise concerns about confidence, they often occur during periods of significant gains, suggesting an opportunity for profit-taking. Taking these factors into account, Nvidia's short-term outlook remains optimistic, driven by strong market sentiment, while long-term growth is likely supported by its leadership position in artificial intelligence and data centers. Yet increasing competitive pressure could require vigilance from investors as AMD solidifies its market presence. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025, it was reported that Loop Capital Markets assigned NVDA a buy rating with a hold action. On Thursday, the 29th of May, 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned NVDA an outperform rating with a hold action. On Thursday, the 29th of May, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned NVDA a buy rating with a hold action. On Thursday, the 29th of May, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned NVDA an overweight rating with a hold action. On Thursday, the 29th of May, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned NVDA a buy rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Nvidia stock a general buy rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts rate the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Nvidia. The Nvidia stock presents buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal arises from the relationship between these two indicators, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is expected at the levels of $151.57 and $139.98. A decline below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Monday, April 21st, 2025, and since then, the stock has appreciated by over 63%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is indicated from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Notably, volume decreased during the last trading session, even as prices rose. This discrepancy between volume and price may serve as an early warning. Therefore, it is advisable to monitor the stock closely. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal, pivots, buy signal from 49 days ago, Bollinger, buy signal from 1 day ago, short-term moving average, buy signal from 6 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal from 42 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 41 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 47 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 35 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 26 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Nvidia. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $139.19 and $135.13. There's a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as a break below this level may lead the stock to fall to the next support level. In this case, Nvidia finds support just below today's level at $139.19. If this support is breached, the next level from accumulated volume will be at $135.13 and $129.93. This stock exhibits average movements throughout the day, and with good trading volume, the risk is considered to be medium. On the previous day, the stock moved $2.66 between its high and low, which is a change of 1.70%. Over the past week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 2.80%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Nvidia, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. A high P/E ratio might indicate that the stock is overvalued or that investors anticipate significant growth in the future. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on the 27th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at 99 cents. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Nvidia. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, Nvidia encounters its first support level at $139.19. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point. Anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Nvidia from multiple analyst sources is buy. Let's take a look at some recent insider trades. The 5 most recent insider trades were executed by Puri AJK, who bought and sold 168,195 shares or options in the company. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be negative with a ratio of negative 85.494. Overall, insiders purchased 493,592 shares and sold 5,782,648 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $153.31, indicating a decrease of 2.96%. This stock experiences medium daily fluctuations, which corresponds to a medium level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index is 77, significantly heightening this risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal from a pivot bottom identified 48 days ago. Is Nvidia stock a good buy? Nvidia presents several positive indicators. However, we do not find these sufficient to recommend it as a buy at this time. Instead, it should be viewed as a hold or accumulate option while we await further developments. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 1st of July, we anticipate Nvidia will open lower by approximately 468 thousandths of a dollar, beginning the session at $157.52. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the buying or selling of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.